welcome you to the photograph unveiling ceremony of Professor Gaya Ranawakar, the Dean, former Dean of the Faculty of Health Sciences, the Open University of Sri Lanka.
Vice Chancellor, our former Dean, Professor Gaya Ranawakar, all the Deans of the faculties, Registrar, Versa, Heads of the Departments of the Faculty of Health Sciences, all the other distinguished invitees, and all the academic and non-academic staff members of the Faculty of Health Sciences. It's a great pleasure to see all of you have joined us today to celebrate this important event of unveiling the photograph of our founder Dean, Professor Gaya Ranawakar, and to mark the appreciation of the tremendous work rendered by Professor Ranawakar to the development of the Faculty of Health Sciences.
I would like to cordially invite Professor P.M.C. Tilakaratne, Vice Chancellor of the Open University of Sri Lanka, to address the gathering.
Very good morning to everybody. Deputy Vice Chancellor, Deans of the Faculties, Professor Gaya Ranawakar, Registrar of the University, Acting Librarian, former Deans, and immediate past Vice Chancellor of the Open University, all the professors, other senior academics, directors, ladies and gentlemen. I'm indeed very happy today to unveil the photograph of former Dean, Professor Gaya Ranawakar. Thank you very much for inviting for this occasion to speak few words. Because today I stand here to speak a few words about a great personality, a great academic who has been working in our university for more than 25 years. More than that. Professor Gaya served as head of the Department of Zoology and Dean, Faculty of Health Sciences, 2 consecutive terms. I think that I am right in that sense. She had made great contributions to the OUSL. She keeps excellent skills, not only in her own subject area, but also other fields as well. The moral and honesty she possesses are found in very few persons. Professor Gaya Ranawakar, you are pleasant, firm, and professional. I appreciate your caring disposition and decision-making style. As a senior, I have had my fair share of professors, and the good ones always stand out. Thank you so much for your passion and all the depth and applications you contributed into deal with whatever the administrative and development activities in the university.
Followed by the distinguished invitees to unveil the photograph of Professor Gaya Ranawakar, former and the first Dean of the Faculty of Health Sciences from 2015 to 2021. I would like to invite Professor Gaya Ranamakar, former and the first Dean of our faculty, to speak a few words on behalf of us. Dear Madam,
the Vice Chancellor, former Vice Chancellor, Deputy Vice Chancellor, Dean Health Sciences and all other Deans of Faculties, Registrar, Bursa, Director RES, Director SETME, Librarian, Acting Librarian, staff of the Faculty of Health Sciences and all other distinguished invitees. A very good morning to everyone. First, let me say thank you for participating, and I'm indeed honored by your presence. To be honest, I would have been quite happy not to have this kind of function, particularly in these circumstances. But I know this is a tradition, and as the Vice Chancellor said that the Science Faculty unveiling ceremony, even if people forget, the photographs and walls will speak. So for Health Sciences, I'm the first one to be hung, but a lot of people before me have put in a lot of effort to form this faculty. Their photographs will not be hanging physically, but I don't think their contributions should be forgotten. So in years to come, several photographs of deans will be unveiled, and different memories will be triggered, different phases of the faculty since its very humble beginnings in 2015. But at that time, do remember these predecessors as well, because we will not be here if not for their contributions. Well, as for me, I have no doubt you have already made up your mind about me, made a judgment on me. So I'm not going to say what I did or didn't do. But I must say I really appreciate the experience I gained by serving as a dean in 2 faculties. Of course, my experience at the natural sciences was very much different. The challenges of establishing a new faculty were not there, but there was a lot of similarities as well. So if I give a shortened version of my reflections, I would say to me, the deanships at OUSL in both faculties were like taking up a challenging academic program. So I had to have goals, action plans to achieve them. There were times when hard work paid off, and we could take a few steps forward and go to the next level. Of course, these successes were very rewarding, and for that, peer interaction and institutional support was vital. And problems were part of the curriculum. So setbacks and disappointments were inevitable, but the lessons learned will be there for the lifetime. So today, I decided to share a few of these lessons as I learned as a dean, mainly because in this faculty, most of the staff are young and not so experienced. So pardon me, the senior people here, I'm going to pitch my speech to the younger generation because they are the future leaders of this faculty. So I hope what I say will be helpful, at least in a small way. So I don't think you need 3 guesses to know the first thing I realized after becoming a dean at OUSL. That was, I realized I had the privilege, or should I say the perk, of being in each and almost every meeting in the university. In fact, I sometimes felt like a toy running from one meeting to the other. But with that realization, came some very important lessons for me. It told me that I had to be more organized, that how time management was extremely important, and I soon realized that I had to be prepared in advance, that I had to do background work so that I didn't waste anybody's time. And I had to prioritize and make decisions quickly, otherwise the in-tray and the email inbox would be piling up. So, but however, that was not enough. In spite of prior preparation, I was constantly called upon to firefight. So there I was, learning firefighting skills as fast as I could to make on-the-spot decisions, and sometimes not so popular decisions as well. Secondly, I realized many things were beyond my control. We can plan and schedule things, but rarely can we go according to this schedule. If it's not a strike, it will be some other disaster. At the beginning, I used to get very disturbed when my plans didn't go accordingly. But I soon realized there was absolutely no point in reacting to such situations and worrying about them. So I learned to accept and respond to these situations and do the best I could under the circumstances, looking for alternative measures to get to the destination. And thirdly, I also came to the realization nothing moves as fast as we want. When things didn't go the way I wanted or the way I thought it should, or it didn't move fast enough, what did I do? Yes, I got annoyed, I got angry, and I complained. But I soon realized complaining doesn't work as a strategy here at the OUSL. So to avoid complaining as much as possible, I learned to set deadlines, follow up where possible, call up people and let them know that I was expecting some work to be done. Communication skills and PR were very, very important, and these strategies worked most of the time. But please note, I said most of the time, not all the time. Another lesson I learned is that most of the time, there are several sides to a situation or to a problem. So things are neither black nor white, nor 100% right or 100% wrong. And I had to admit that I was not right all the time. I made mistakes as well. So listening was really important, because most of the time I had to understand the situation from other people's perspective and change my perspective if I saw merit in that argument. Or if I didn't see eye to eye, to disagree cordially. And of course, with different perspectives on the same issue, decisions taken did not always please everybody. So I had to be ready to take criticism, sometimes not so constructive either, but that was part of the package. Right, so what else did I learn? I realized how beneficial it is to have a team to work with. I had to learn how to identify capabilities and give opportunities to people to show what they can do. And when the right person or the right people were pulling together, things really moved. And appreciation and encouragement were very important, because happy people work more efficiently and effectively. Well, these are few lessons from my personal notebook. I'm sure the other deans will have their own stories to tell. What worked for me may not work for the others, but I thought I will give a few tips, because there are no handbooks available for deans to refer. Normally we are pushed into the deep end, so the first few months can be difficult. Of course, I would never say that I could put all these lessons into practice all the time. I would be the first one to say that I could not. Perhaps if I were a better learner, I would have been a better dean as well. But I must say it was an interesting experience. And I have a lot of people to thank because they gave me their confidence and their commitment over the last 6 years. So first, let me thank the Dean's Office staff with whom I have worked very closely. At first, we didn't have an assistant registrar, so as the science faculty AR, Mrs. Chambari Munasinghe, helped out. She acted for us at the beginning, a very efficient lady. And after about a year, Mrs. Dulari Samrasinghe was assigned for us as our assistant registrar. So Dulari had to set up a lot of new practices and procedures for the faculty. So she was also quite new, but what I liked about Dulari was she was open to advice and she was ready to learn. So thank you.
First, I would like to thank Professor Gaya Ranawekar, our the Dean of the Faculty of Health Sciences. Madam, thank you very much for being with us. I take this opportunity to thank Dean Faculty of Natural Sciences, Professor G.W.R. Fernando, Dean Faculty of Engineering Technology, Dr. H.G.P.A. Ratnapira, Dean Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences, Dr. S.N. Moraes, Dean Faculty of Management Studies, Professor V. Sivalogadhasan, for participating at this event as a tribute to our faculty. Further, I would like to thank former Dean Faculty of Engineering Technology, Professor D.A.R. Dolage, and former Dean Faculty of Education, Professor S.P. Karunanayaka, for participating at this event as a tribute to our faculty. The Acting Director, Regional Education Services, and the Acting Director, SETMI, of the Open Air Sri Lanka, for a thank for gracing this occasion with your presence. Heads of departments and all academic, non-academic support and non-academic staff members of the Faculty of Health Sciences, it's a pleasure to us at the Dean's Office and a great honor to our former Dean to have you all here today. Former heads of departments of the Department of Basic Sciences, Professor Ramani Tantrigoda and Mr. M.R.A. Hanifa, thank you very much, sir and madam, for being present here. Professor Hemantha Piris, Professor Gominda Ponnam Peruma, the former elected members of the Faculty Board of the Faculty of Health Sciences, thank you very much for joining with us today. I must thank Dr. B. Sunileti Silva, Dean of the Faculty of Health Sciences, for giving me the guidance to make this event a success. We are grateful to the Acting Director and the staff of the SETMI for providing us with audio, video and still photography facilities to make this event complete. The AR Engineering Technology, Assistant Director, Colombo Regional Center, the Acting Printer, Works Engineer and the staff of the Maintenance Division, Supervisor and the staff of the Cleaning Service are much remembered and acknowledged for contributing to the success of this ceremony in numerous ways. My special thanks to the heads of Department of Nursing for releasing this nursing laboratory for this event.
I would like to thank Ms. Nilani Mamunua in the Department of Pharmacy for comparing at this event. Next, I would like to thank the organizing committee chaired by Ms. Deepika Samarasekara, Senior Lecturer in the Department of Nursing. Thank you very much for taking the leadership and for your guidance to make this event a success. Further, I should thank the members of the organizing committee and the staff of the departments who are contributed in numerous ways. Thank you very much, all of you.